with the off season, is this the time for McLaren to start preparing for what could be an intense 2025 season?
Yes, certainly, Joe. They ended this season on a great note. They won the constructor standings, and I think that McLaren, everyone, all the crew, everybody at McLaren, the drivers, everyone is just going to be so energized and so focused on making sure that 2025 starts with their best foot forward. They're going to try to use as many advantages as they can. Ending this season on such a good note, I'm sure that they're going to carry that over into the start of the 2025 season, and they're going to spend this off-season time trying their hardest to make sure that everything's in order, everything's going perfectly. Um, and I think that, they're just going to start off 2025 with their best foot forward.
Yeah, they better. They better start 2025 off with their best foot forward. And I just went back and I looked at the full results, full standings for the year. McLaren only had one podium in the first four races this season. This has been McLaren's Achilles heel. They've never been able to start the season nearly as strong as they finished it. Even the last couple of years before they were winning the Constructors outright, they always took a long time to even some years so much as finish in the points. And then they would get points finishes, then work their way up to the podium. This year, they started in the points, a couple of sixth place, eighth place finishes, podium in Australia, and then obviously Lando Norris winning in round 6 in Miami really jump-started their year, and we thought maybe he would take the fight to Max Verstappen and win the Drivers' Championship. Obviously, Max pulled ahead there at the end as well on that side of things, but if McLaren can start the season as strong as they've ended this season, winning the Constructors' Championship for the first time since 1998, I think they'll be a force to be reckoned with, and I think Lando Norris could very well take the fight to Max Verstappen, or maybe even Oscar Piastri as well. I think we forget just how young Oscar Piastri is and just how young Lando Norris is as well, to be fair. They both, I think, have their best years ahead of them in Formula One, and we'll see if they can take the fight to Max and Red Bull in 2025.
What's going to be really interesting next year, I think McLaren, they have the potential to have a good fast start because, like you said, that's been one of their weaknesses. The one thing I'm a little bit concerned of, if we see Oscar Piastri out-qualify Lando Norris or something like that, it's a clean slate. Whoever's the fastest, hopefully no team orders, but be really interesting to see how it's going to develop because this year, that was a bit of a weakness for them. Hungary, of course, comes to mind. A lot of mistakes, but they overcame it all to claim Constructor Championship.